And I don't want Governor Lombardo being treated as if he is somehow callous towards these issues, because I can assure you from personal meetings with him, he is 100% concerned about these issues and wants to have a good policy coming out of our body that benefits the young people in Nevada and helps deal with the rent crisis and the other things that are related to having a very unusual circumstance where we have giant multinational corporations coming in and buying up our residential housing units. So let's try to work together on this, and let's bring the temperature down a little bit. Let's work on these amendments so that we can have a win-win for everybody. And I have been working with my colleague from Southern Nevada on this. She is my hero on these issues. I have she actually educated me back in 2023 when we were sitting next to each other like we are right now. And I did not realize the level of problem that we had in Nevada. And at that time, we weren't sure how big it is. By 2025, we were. And now, now that we're several months past the end of the fight on whose housing bill was going to go forward, let's work together. Let's get the best elements of the governor's housing bill and the best elements of Senator from Southern Nevada's bill. And let's have a nice compromise here. This has actually been a remarkably bipartisan special session. I've spent more time with my Democratic colleagues than I probably ever have. And I'm glad. I've got to learn a lot about you. And so let's do this in a way that everybody in Nevada knows we came together to help solve a crisis. And I think the majority leader, myself, the senator who is the original sponsor, I think that's all where we should go forward. Yes, we can do incriminations from what happened during the last session and who did what and how things got left out here. And, you know, we are all in politics. Every side wants to have an advantage going into an election. But at this point, let's bury those hatchets a little bit. Let's come together and work so we have a bill that everybody can agree to and that benefits the people in Nevada uniformly. And that's my goal, and I believe that's everybody's goal, and I want to make it clear that's also the goal of Governor Lombardo. I can't speak for him. I'm not doing that, but I do know from those personal meetings that he is deeply concerned about this. So I don't want it to look like the executive branch has somehow been callous to these issues. He is very much aware, and I did not want this to become political. I wanted this to be something where we did work this stuff out somewhat behind the scenes, and that's what I've been doing. And I'm not totally sure why my colleague attacked me about that, but my goal, just so you know, is to make things better for Nevada, and so everybody here can come out of this special session, Governor Lombardo, the majority leader, and especially the younger people of the state, and the people that are forced to pay rents to the very corporations that defeated them in bidding wars for their properties, can have a victory, that they know we're trying desperately to do something for them and that we're not going to ignore their needs. So that's my goal. It was not to try to sneak something by. I'm trying to avoid excessive partisanship. I hope by the end of the day today we can come together on these things. I have been working with the policy people for the executive branch to try to get some of those amendments in. Met with the senator who had sponsored the bill originally. We went through them together. Honestly, they were excellent. They made the bill better. So pardon me for doing this little speech. I didn't know this was coming up right now. So, you know, when this bill, if we get it cleaned up and it comes back, I'll address some of these points again. But I do want to everyone understand what my motive is in this. And I know I do speak for the governor when I say he is personally concerned about these issues every bit as much as we are.